All right, everybody. Welcome to my City on the Mic. It's Becca here.
And Alexa.
And Vero.
And Sylvia.
And Kristen.
And welcome to our Valentine's Day special. Today we're going to be focusing a lot on brand awareness. So what does brand awareness mean to all of you?
For me, brand awareness means a lot to focus on what your business wants to portray to your customers, just kind of the look that you want to go for. And also, if you're selling, let's say cakes and you do specialize on children's cakes, you want to make sure to get that through to your audience, and so like that you can find your clients through digital marketing.
Yeah, I feel like it's very much just thinking about the brand aesthetic, how you want your company to be portrayed as, how you want to get your clients. The first thing they'll look at is overall just how your page looks, how your pictures look, what you're writing, just the fine details. Even though it seems like such an easy thing to do, right now this is really the modern day marketing. So
that's definitely funny that you mentioned about pictures. Getting the right content is super important. I know sometimes you think that you can go in with your phone and take a quick photo of something that you're trying to sell or something in your business, and we've had people send us pictures that they're either too dark or their kid took it on their iPhone 5 or just not the best type of content. And it's true, it's not the best, and sometimes you really do need a good photographer.
I totally agree. I cannot stress enough how important good content is. Without good content, at the end of the day, your profile kind of just goes into shambles.
It's true. No matter how much you edit it or anything, it's just...
Yeah, no matter how hard you try to edit it, a good picture is just not a good picture. So that's why here I know all of us focus really, really deeply on making sure that our clients have good content, and we kind of don't stop until we make sure that they do. So I totally agree with you on that. Also, having the right aesthetic is so important. Making sure that you're understanding what it is that your client wants to be seen as, and like getting that right vibe and feel for them is so important too. And that all just ties into brand awareness, in my opinion.
Yeah, sometimes when you're just scrolling through Instagram and you just find something very appealing, you just kind of want to, so even if you're not following, you're in your Explore page and you see something really cool, you'll click on it. It'll lead you on to somebody's Instagram just because you like that content. It's a good aesthetic. It doesn't have to have the best graphics or anything, but just something really good and high quality is very important.
Yeah, a friend of mine actually once told me that she's very much into social media and the importance of it nowadays, and we both agree on the fact that it's very much a tool for storytelling. Mm-hmm. So yes. It's not just posting and then writing a caption and then calling it a day. It's more like really just trying to capture the aesthetic and the idea of the company and what the company wants to portray to the outside world, really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, at the end of the day, your brand is a representation of who you are and whatever it is that was behind the mind of what created that brand. So you're going to want to make sure that people are seeing your best self. So that's why, as a brand, you want to make sure that you're getting the best kind of representation that there is.
Mm-hmm. I completely agree with that. And then also within your Instagram and your portfolio, not your portfolio, but just kind of the way you want to represent your social media to your clients. We really take some time, especially when we get a new client. We like to kind of just get to know the client, get to know the business, and make sure we pick out it's very important to pick out the right aesthetic and the right look for your social media. Right now, it's not, how many times have you actually gone to Instagram or Facebook and just to check out a restaurant? You don't technically follow them or you don't like them, but you choose to go to that restaurant because they posted great photos of some food and you're like, oh my God, I really want to try that cocktail, or I really want to try that appetizer. I don't know how many times you guys have found new restaurants just through social media.
Oh yeah, plenty. It's definitely I think social media involves very much different aspects of it. So photography, writing, just getting those good ideas to be able to really showcase and get clients through that way, or customers, or people just wanting to come and try out that new appetizer, that new cocktail. So it's very much just your image. It's one of the first things that customers will see through your page.
Same. I totally feel that. It's actually insane how many times I have just like looked up a hashtag like dim sum Miami because I'm in the mood for dim sum and like I want to find the best, most pop-in place in Miami.
Hashtags are super important.
Hashtags are honestly everything. I use them all the time, and it's funny because back in the day I feel like no one really utilized them. And now it's like if I'm looking for something cool and the best of the best, I will search for that hashtag and I'll see like, okay, what's the best dim sum I can find? Go through those profiles. And at the end of the day, I end up going to the place that looks the most appealing to me. And it's just because I'm like, okay, they focus a lot on marketing. That means they focus a lot on making sure that their clients are happy. Because at the end of the day, that's kind of what that is. They're trying to attract in people that are going to want to keep going there. And they want to make themselves known. So it's just, isn't it kind of insane how marketing has just kind of taken over the world?
Right now, you're not even looking through... I was talking to one of my clients the other day that he's spending so much money on... It's actually like $15,000 on an ad in Brickle magazine that you usually don't even go through and you don't read, but he's having...
It's tossed away.
It gets tossed away. Honestly, it's there for a month, even a few weeks, or somebody takes it home and cuts it up and throws it out, and your ad just never gets seen. And then you have a problem with spending a couple dollars on an ad on Facebook, and that, you know how many times you just wake up first thing in the morning, you start scrolling, and you see a sponsored ad right then and there first thing in the morning that sticks in your head throughout the day.
Exactly. Absolutely. I actually can't even remember the last time I opened a magazine.
No.
So I think
at the doctor's office.
That's true. Not even that. I open my own Instagram.
That's true.
Investing money into like physical ads nowadays, I feel do not get even like anywhere near as good of results as Facebook ads or Instagram ads or just Google ads.
But the thing is with ads is you can have a great ad, but then if your profile doesn't fit the ad, you go to their profile, and if it's not a good profile, like everyone will just leave the profile.
Oh my gosh, I actually had this conversation yesterday with someone who they're like a startup company. He's starting an app and he wants to start running ads. And he was talking to me about it because he knows I'm in digital marketing. He's like, what can I do? And I'm like, oh, okay, well, you're interested in investing ad dollars. That's amazing. Like, let me see what else you have. He literally has 2 posts on his Instagram. Exactly. I'm like, you're going to launch your beta app and no one is going to know that you even launched it because no one has seen anything about this.
Yeah.
Like, you need to build a portfolio for yourself so that people can learn about what your app even is, what it does, before you go ahead and try and market yourself and like get all this exposure for ads. Because if somebody comes across the ad, what do you have to back that ad up?
Nothing. Sometimes when you go to an Instagram and you see 2 posts, you're like, is this like a fake account?
Exactly.
Is this like, you know, did they buy followers? Like, that's another thing I want to seg into, buying followers. Sometimes I get so many clients that they're like, I want followers, I want likes, and they're like, I don't care, buy them, spend the money, I want to do that. But then again, you post a photo and you get 2 likes. The clients are going to notice that. Your customers are going to notice that. Yeah, exactly. So...
Engagement is everything. I feel like even if you have a small following and you barely get likes, if you have people who are loyal to your brand, restaurant, product, whatever it is, people are going to see that. It's just like small businesses. Like good small businesses, notice how those are the ones that end up getting the big following or like the chunky following and having all those likes, but it's because they earned them.
Yeah,
exactly. They literally earned them.
Something I usually like to recommend to small businesses is we usually have like a few accounts, but if you are trying to work on your account and you want to get your name out there, start commenting on other businesses that are kind of like yours, getting some engagement. Let's say someone started following you, follow them back. It's not going to cost you anything to follow them back.
Engage.
You just need to engage.
Exactly. Go to other restaurants and follow their followers because you know what? There's a reason why they followed an Indian restaurant. They like Indian food, and your Indian restaurant, hey, it's just as good. Why shouldn't they follow you?
Yeah. So our advice is pretty much make yourself seen. Like, do that for yourself. That's where you have to start. Make yourself seen. So follow those people. But before you do any of that, make those posts. Like, just have a portfolio to back your business up so that when people see that ad or see that follow or whatever it is, they have something to look at.
Imagine doing all that work of commenting and liking and following, and then you just have 2 posts.
Yeah,
and
they're not
no, they think it's a bot.
Yeah, exactly. And that's also a huge point. There are so many people that follow me daily that I click on their profile. I'm like, fake profile. Like, who are you?
Yeah, exactly. You're blocking
so
them.
it's like, exactly. So if you have 1 post, 2 posts, no followers, and you're here following a bunch of people, That's not the formula to success. That's not what we're recommending here. We're saying build that portfolio, make something out of who you are, your product, your business, your brand, whatever, and then start trying to make yourself seen. Don't try and make yourself seen when you have nothing to back who you are.
Exactly. So for us as digital marketing gurus, every day we just kind of get into this trend. So we're already used to this. But I don't know if you guys have some recommendations that you do and you would like to recommend for a small business owner that maybe is not ready to take the step and join an agency or anything, and they're just kind of trying to start it out. What are some like ideas that you might be able to give them to help them get some engagement, get some good content, or even just get some followers?
So for me, I think one of the things that I've learned in the past from past experiences is, for sure, before you decide on anything, whether it's a marketing agency and who you want to help with what you're trying to achieve, is before figuring out what you want. So what do you want to get out of your customers, your clients? What do you want to showcase to potential, to anyone that's out there? What's your message that you're trying to send off? Because I think that's something really important.
Super important.
We have a lot of clients that they come to us and they don't know what they want.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then it's this back and forth. I want this, I want that. And then it just makes everything a mess, and it makes your profile. There's no consistency.
Again, very important.
Yeah, it makes your profile a mess. So I agree with Sylvia. I think that you really need to know what you want, what your look to be. Like what Becca said before, your vibe. That's, I think, step number one with everything.
Honestly, just go on Pinterest, start, create a little mood board and see what colors you like, the style of photos, if you want people in your food photos or you just want the food within itself. Just try to figure out exactly what you want your personality of your business to look like.
Yeah, because I feel like very much sometimes what happens is when the time comes that you do ask for help and you're trying to find someone to help you, do what what you're interested in doing with your business, it becomes kind of like a back and forth of, okay, but I want this, and then you're the one helping that person, and then they're like, and then you're the one that has to be, okay, but I mean, I feel like I could have some good experience and tell you that this is what I think you should do, but then it's a back and forth.
Then you're stuck on that idea.
Exactly.
What they saw.
You're also going to be a little bit lenient. I know sometimes when you start off doing your social media, you have a certain way that you do things. Actually, Veronica has a client, and it's like she was stuck in a certain way, and you know what? You made her see the light, and you showed her. Now she's super happy with the way that the social media looks. Yeah. So sometimes you got to be open to certain things.
Yeah. Absolutely. You have to be open to listen to the professional opinion that your gurus, your digital marketing specialists are giving you. Because that's what they're there for. They're there to help you with your profile to make it look the best it can. Yeah. I think also, aside from that, you need to decide what's makes you stand out from other people.
Yes.
What you're going to do to your profile that's going to make it the it thing,
And that's usually the first thing we ask.
Yeah. Exactly.
Sometimes you have a lot of clients be like, I want something to go viral.
It's
so hard. It is so hard to do viral, and it honestly can be something so just minimal that will make you go viral.
Exactly.
But okay, you don't have to go viral, but make yourself stand out. Make yourself a little bit different from the rest.
Yeah, and try not to think so much of, which is what Alexa, you were saying before, the followers and how much followers and how much likes and all that stuff. I think it's very much down to nowadays. I think very much about engagement. What do you guys think?
Lot.
Right?
A lot. Also, with the whole followers thing, I feel like before, so many people could have just bought followers and nobody would have known.
Yeah.
But nowadays, everybody's on Instagram. Everybody knows how to use Instagram the right way.
Yeah.
So if you have a profile and you have 20,000 followers, but you have 10 people liking your picture, everybody knows that you bought those followers. So it's even more embarrassing, honestly.
Have you ever been to an influencer's page and you see that they have 10,000 followers, they posted several, and their content's great.
Yeah.
And they get 30 likes.
And they get 30 likes. It makes you a little standoffish, even though if they have great content, they have a good portfolio, but just the followers kind of makes you take a step back, I don't know.
No, and
they have enough confidence.
I feel like it all kind of goes back to ego in a way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know, at least for me, I feel like if I'm following an influencer, I want to follow someone who you can tell so every time I see an influencer with about 25K and they're getting 100 likes, I agree with Alexa. I take a step back because I just feel like they were so eager to get those followers instead of earn them. And now we're going to touch that topic of influencers. I think that to be a strong influencer, to be an actual influencer, you need to actually be doing something. Like, it's not just about posting. At this point, we're not talking about just a portfolio where we're just looking at pictures.
Yeah.
At this point, now we're talking about you engaging with your followers, you doing something.
It's a part of your brand.
Yeah, exactly. Who you are. And there has to be a reason people want to follow you. Realistically, no one wants to just follow you because you look cute.
You can do it. There are some influencers out there that have thousands of followers, that have made deals with restaurants, that have made deals with so many things. And you can use those same strategies onto your business and onto your social media for your business.
Of course, exactly. And what the difference is that the influencer that gets those good deals, they go the extra mile and make themselves more known and have their followers understand them more by being present on stories and talking to their followers. They want their followers to know who they are. And that's why this ties into your business and your brand. You want your followers to feel like they know who you are or what it is that
they're your friend.
Yeah, they're your friend. You know how many influencers I follow? Like, I literally have met them probably even once or sometimes not even. Like, today we're talking about an influencer, and to the point that we talk about them constantly in the office. We don't personally know them, but every day they're posting, and you know what? It makes us talk about them.
Yeah.
And it just, guess what? It could be like that to your business too, and that's how you work with social media.
Yeah, and I also feel like it's very much like inspirational. So you can be, if you think about it, like an inspirational person to someone, even if it's as simple as just taking pictures of food. Again, inspirational, because why? You can you can see, okay, well, this restaurant, has been getting a lot of engagement or just a lot of likes or whatever the case is. It's still something that you can, is a good place to go to, or everyone goes there. It's very inspirational in that sense.
Sometimes, like, we are talking mostly about restaurants and retail. That's such an easy way for you to get your marketing out there. There's some small businesses like, what about generators, or you have a printing company, or just sometimes it's really hard to get your business out there. But if you build that connection with your followers and you get yourself a good following, you can definitely get yourself some business, and you can definitely get kind of like customers that come back.
Absolutely. This all ties back into brand awareness, and it's something
it all starts with brand awareness.
Exactly. So something you just definitely, like, building or understanding your own personality behind your brand. Like, who are you? But before you do anything else, you should know who you are, what you want your brand to be portrayed as, so that when you go to any kind of marketing agency or anyone for help, they understand you need to know first before anyone else does.
Yep.
So I think that also...
And even if you don't know, because there's a lot of times that you don't know, and that's why you hire a company like us.
Yeah.
But you listen to their feedback.
Exactly.
They know more than anybody else. So yeah, I do agree that you should know, or you should have some sort of,
Sometimes you need help, man.
Sometimes you need help, and that's what we're here for,
Yeah,
But a lot of people don't understand that, and they kind of want like a whole bunch of different things. So I agree. I guess having some like a step one, and then we kind of like your step two.
So when you do a to-do list and you have so many things on that to-do list, and you're like, where do I start?
Yeah.
Start with number one. Literally check that off.
Yep.
I'm gonna do this. This is. Let's pick a photographer. Okay, let's get a good photographer, so like that, and that leads on to the next thing. Creating your grid. Next thing, creating a good just aesthetic for your social media, therefore leading on to getting followers, leading on to getting likes. And you know what? And that right then and there, you create your own good page, your own just a brand for your business.
I think the best thing for anybody in digital marketing, any business owner that's having someone do their digital marketing, is have one person do your digital marketing.
Yeah.
If you have 5 different people working on, let's say, Instagram, you have 5 different people working on Instagram, you have 5 different opinions on what a good picture looks like, 5 different people writing certain captions. I might write a certain caption a different way than Sylvia might write a certain captions. Even hashtags, like your thinking process towards your hashtag. Exactly. Your filter, your coloring, everything. It's so important, at least for me, that I like when I have a profile, I'm the one working on the profile. And if you want someone, if the business owner wants to post something, like, send it to me. I'll help you. I'll make it my own. Just so that it's one look throughout the profile. Because you could totally tell when there's 5 different people posting on your Instagram or your Facebook or whatever.
It doesn't matter, like, let's say you have your daughter do it, or you have your cousin, or you have, like, your front desk girl do it. It just... have one person do it.
Have
Don't
one
have,
person
like,
do it.
5 people in the honeypot trying to just kind of get their own little bit.
Yeah,
in
because
there.
then what happens is your message kind of gets lost.
Exactly.
In the constant transitioning between one person and the other.
Yep.
Like you just want to be, which is what Christian was saying before, consistent in like everything that you do that's related to your brand. Start from step 1, build your way up, and you know, as a digital marketing agency, that's what we offer here.
I kind of explain it to my clients very simple. It's like getting up in the morning, right? Putting on your clothes, but then your cousin over here saying, okay, this flannel shirt is going to look good on you. And then your mom saying, oh, no, these shoes are going to look good on you, but they're completely different colors.
Yeah.
They don't match well.
Exactly.
It's like, it's very simple like that, you know?
And then you have a stylist, aka
Exactly.
Yes.
And your stylist, we all know your stylist knows exactly what you should be wearing, and that's the person you should trust.
It
because
doesn't
you hired a
necessarily
stylist.
Exactly.
look bad. It doesn't
Tip:
necessarily
always listen to your
It's
stylist.
like your cousin might know that, like, oh, you like this, you like that, but your cousin's doesn't know fashion. Your stylist does.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it doesn't necessarily look bad what they're putting on you, but it's when you put it all together.
Yeah.
So that's why it's like, okay, your opinion's good, but let's kind of separate that and kind of go one direction.
Exactly.
Yeah. I also think we can understand that maybe you really want to wear that flannel shirt your mom got you when you were like 24 years old and now you're 42, and that's fine. If you hand that flannel shirt over to your stylist, I am sure
She will work it.
Figure something out with that flannel
Exactly.
shirt.
Exactly.
They'll make it work. But always give it to the professional at the end of the day. If you did hire somebody, our advice to you would definitely be to give that piece over to them and let them work their magic.
And
Like
to keep an open mind as well.
Yeah. And that client may be proficient in their business, for example, owning a restaurant. They're not going to be proficient in digital marketing where it's like posting 4 times a week or however many times you post. It's sometimes easy to say, oh, okay, I can just post myself. Okay, yeah, you can post yourself, but aren't you managing your business? Aren't you managing your employees? There's so many things to put together when you're kind of looking for a digital marketer. So I think it kind of goes like
A huge thing is time when it comes to business
That's what we
owners.
tell our
And
clients all the
time. You also have to be consistent because let's say I've had clients that are like, no, I don't think I'm gonna have my aunt or like my daughter,
My daughter.
my front desk girl, and she'll start posting for the first week, second week. By the 3rd week, she'll maybe post twice.
Yeah.
By the 4th week, it's gonna be
Exactly.
once. You know, it's 2 months and you haven't posted anything.
They have their own job.
Exactly.
You can't bombard people with different kinds of ideas when that's not their job.
Yep.
You know, you hired them as a receptionist. You didn't hire them as a digital marketer.
Yep.
So that's
And
what
they
I
might
like
be
to
great
tell
at
them.
taking photos. They may have the latest phones, and you know what? That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Have them send it to us.
Exactly.
Have them take the photos and have them get you that fresh content that you're looking for.
Exactly.
But just make sure, like going back to the stylist, have your digital marketer give you the right look.
The right look.
Yeah.
We're looking out for you.
Listen, your stylist will always know what's best.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that we've had a pretty strong run here today, and we're very happy to have recorded our first official episode of My City on the Mic.
Miami version.
Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. We're so excited. We will talk to you all soon. Becca out.
Alexa, bye.
Kristen out.
Sylvia, bye.
Veronica, bye.
Bye.
Bye.